Do you ever lie awake at night wondering if you're falling behind financially? You scroll through social media, see people taking expensive vacations, driving brand new cars, upgrading their lifestyles, and you're left wondering, how does everyone else seem to afford it? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people can't. Today, we're breaking down the brutal money realities of the average American, not the highlight reels, but the hard numbers. Some of these statistics will shock you. Some might make you feel better, and some should be a serious wake-up call. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how you compare to the average person regarding income, debt, and net worth. And more importantly, what you need to do differently if you don't want to end up as another statistic. Most people have no idea what normal actually looks like when it comes to money. We judge our personal finance success based on what we see neighbors buying, not real data. But money works like fitness. If you don't know the baseline, you don't know whether you're improving or falling behind. So let's start with income, because it affects everyone. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median full-time worker in the U.S. earns just over $1,000 per week. That works out to about $52,000 per year before taxes. Important note here, this is individual income, not household. And median means half of all workers earn less than this. But looking at gross income is dangerous because you can't spend gross income. Once federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and Medicare come out, that $52,000 often shrinks to somewhere between $35,000 and $40,000 in actual take-home pay. Suddenly, that average income doesn't sound quite as comfortable. That is roughly $3,000 a month to cover housing, food, transport, and everything else. But income alone doesn't determine financial success. There are people earning six figures who are broke, and people earning $50,000 who are building wealth. What matters far more is the gap between income and spending. And this is where the reality gets uncomfortable. If this is already eye-opening, make sure you're subscribed. This channel is about breaking down money honestly, without hype or gimmicks. The average American household spends about $5,577 per month, which comes out to roughly $67,000 per year. Wait a second. If the median individual take-home pay is around $40,000 and household spending is $67,000, the math doesn't work unless you have two earners or you are going into debt. Let's break down where that money goes. Housing alone averages about $1,885 per month. Food costs another $690. Transportation adds around $913 per month. Just those three categories, housing, food, and transport, push close to $3,500 a month. For many people, that is their entire paycheck. This is the definition of living paycheck to paycheck. We also have to talk about the silent wealth killer, inflation. In the last few years, the cost of basics has skyrocketed. That $900 transportation cost isn't just luxury cars. It's the price of used vehicles, insurance premiums, and gas all rising together. When the cost of survival rises faster than wages, the first thing to go is savings. And when savings run out, the credit cards come out. One area where Americans seem to do relatively well is credit scores. The average FICO score is about 715, which falls into the good range. That means many people are paying their minimum payments on time. But do not be fooled. A good credit score does not mean financial stability. It just means you are a good customer for the bank. The average household carries over $9,000 in credit card debt. That's not a mortgage or an investment that builds value. That's old purchases, clothes, electronics, meals out, sitting at interest rates that often exceed 20 to 25%. Let's do the math on that. At 20% interest, holding $9,000 of debt costs you about $1,800 per year in interest alone. That is $1,800 of your hard-earned money vanishing into thin air every single year. That is money working against you, preventing you from wealth building. And that's just plastic. We haven't even touched on auto loans, where the average monthly payment for a new car has surged past $700. For many people, their car payment is preventing them from ever investing for their future. This brings us to the scariest statistic of all, the future. The median amount Americans have saved for retirement is around $65,000. That number includes people of all ages who actually have retirement accounts. But here's the part that should shock you. About 1 in 4 Americans doesn't have a retirement account at all. $0 saved. For those who do have savings, the balances are eye-openingly low. People under 25 have less than $2,000 saved. Those between 25 and 34 have around $14,000. Even Americans 65 and older, people at the finish line, have a median balance of just $88,000. That number might sound like a lot of cash to have in the bank until you apply the 4% rule. In the personal finance world, the 4% rule suggests you can safely withdraw 4% of your portfolio per year. $88,000 produces about $3,500 per year in income. That is under $300 per month. Think about that. $300 a month. Even without a mortgage, that wouldn't cover groceries, let alone utilities, healthcare, and taxes. Because of that massive savings gap, many people plan to rely entirely on Social Security. But the average Social Security benefit is only about $1,550 per month, or roughly $18,600 per year. And that's the average. If you earned less or had gaps in employment, your benefit could be significantly lower. Social Security was designed to be a safety net, not a hammock. It was never meant to fully support someone in retirement. Yet for millions, it's the entire plan. Income is how much you make. Net worth is how much you keep. This is the best overall measure of financial health. The median American household net worth is about $122,000. But this number is heavily skewed by home equity. If you sold your house, you'd have money, but you'd also have nowhere to live. When you strip away home equity, the median net worth plummets. Households under 35 have a median net worth under $14,000. Those between 35 and 44 sit around $91,000. People approaching retirement average just over $200,000. These numbers tell a clear story. The average American works for 40 years, pays bills, buys stuff, and ends up with very little liquid cash to show for it. These statistics aren't meant to scare you. They're meant to empower you. Average behavior leads to average outcomes, and as we've just seen, financially, average is dangerous. But here is the encouraging part. Beating the average is surprisingly simple. It doesn't require winning the lottery or earning a CEO's salary. First, break the savings norm. The average American saves about 6% of their income. If you can push that to 10, 15, or 20%, you immediately separate yourself from the pack. This might mean keeping the old car for 5 more years, or cooking at home instead of eating out. Second, attack high-interest debt. You cannot build wealth while paying 20% interest to a credit card company. Treat that debt like an emergency, because it is. Third, start investing now. You don't need to be a Wall Street expert. Investing for beginners can be as simple as putting money into a low-cost index fund, like the S&P 500 consistently. If the average household spends $5,500 per month and you learn to live comfortably on $4,500, you free up $12,000 per year. Over time, that gap compounds into financial freedom. You don't need a massive income. You need discipline and consistency. Once you understand what normal really looks like, you get to choose whether you want to stay there or do better. Because you deserve better than hoping Social Security holds up. You deserve better than working for decades with little to show for it. The numbers show where the average person ends up. They don't have to define where you end up. The choice is yours. In future videos, I'll break down the tools and strategies people use to budget, invest, and avoid high-interest debt, so you don't have to figure it out alone. But in the meantime, check out this video on budgeting that helps build wealth automatically.